Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Collectively Fearless with your host, Matt. And today we're going to talk about resolving conflict. But first, I got to give a quick plug to my sponsor, Urban Boulevard. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, they got a lot of really cool designs for you as far as clothes, shoes, accessories, albeit a little bit pricey, but they're another example that you get what you pay for. So if you go to their website right now, which is linked right below me, and you see anything on there that you really like, that you think is really dope, but might be a little bit out of your price range, make sure that you apply my promo code Matty25 to get 25% off your order and, possibly save you a few bucks. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go to their website, check them out, make your purchase, apply my discount code. I guarantee you won't regret it. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode on resolving conflict. And there's two parts of this. The first part I'm going to give you guys is how you can deal with conflict in your own personal life, and then the second part of it is me just filling you in on how I'm dealing with it personally right now. But first, I'm gonna break down for you guys two groups of people. So you have the peacekeepers, and then you have the warmongers, and there's nothing wrong with either. The peacekeepers are usually the ones to tamper down and get people to calm down if they're breaking out into fights, and then the warmongers are usually the ones that, if you're in any kind of trouble, or you're in a situation where you can't really defend yourself, well, the warmonger comes in and basically fights your battle for you if you can't physically or emotionally deal with it on your own. So again, there's nothing wrong with either of those two groups. I happen to fall into the peacekeeper category. I try to avoid any confrontation or conflict at all costs, especially if it's unnecessary. But if I'm in a situation that does call for me to just lose my shit and get angry and get in the person's face and call them out on their bullshit, well, then I'm more than willing to do that. And not only am I more than willing to do that, I would actually enjoy doing that, especially if it's some guy that's like treating people unfairly, especially if they're the ones that are abusing women or taking advantage of women. I'm more than happy to bash their brains against the wall, and I would get an instant hard on doing it. All things considered, I'm pretty much, I'm just a peacekeeper for the most part. I really don't like unnecessary conflicts. And if you guys are in that category with me, where you're a peacekeeper, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those people that just like to, just out of nowhere, they try to start a fight with you, or like say something that's a little bit out of line, and one of the reasons that they try to do that is because they know that you are a peacekeeper, and that you are pretty calm for the most part, and they're trying to get a reaction out of you. That's usually one of the reasons why they're doing it. And another reason too is that they're not happy with themselves, right? And because they're not happy with themselves, they have this huge ego about them, that is not only undeserved, but it's just something that they just can't ever let go. And they just can't ever admit when they were wrong. They have to be right about every single thing. And so you might find yourself in an argument with them, and like, it is what it is. I mean, you're in the fight with them, you're going toe to toe with them. And it's like, no matter what you say to them, no matter what kind of advice you try to give them, they just automatically just shrug it off and just ignore you, because they have an ego about themselves, and their ego is the only thing that they have right now. That's why so many people delude themselves and think that they're greater than what they really are, is because they don't got shit else. They don't have anything going for them. So So when they try to start a fight with you, when they try to start an argument with you, not only will they try to get under your skin and like try to get a reaction out of you, but they hit below the belt, right? They name call, they try to gaslight you, they try to manipulate you emotionally. And so the only advice that I can give to you guys, especially if you're in the peacekeeper category like I am, is you really have you really have two choices. You can either listen, and try to hear the other person's side, try to understand why they're so upset with you, or what you did. And if you can't have a reasonable, rational conversation with them, and they just want to escalate, make it worse, then your other option is, well, you can just walk away. So I mean, that's all the advice that I can really give to you guys, especially if you really don't like unnecessary conflicts, is either listen, or walk. Those are your two choices right there. Now I'm going to show you guys how I'm dealing with it personally in my own life, because I get a lot of people, and all different kinds of people, whether they're complete strangers, maybe they're acquaintances, or maybe they were friends of mine at one point, maybe they are friends, or even if they're family. There's no like it's all the same to me. I don't give anybody preferential treatment because they're family members, or because they're close friends. I mean, it is different, because if it's a complete stranger, like whatever, like they can fuck off, like they can do whatever. I don't I don't know them, they don't know me. So like what's there really to resolve, right? What's there really to gain out of that? But the same can be said for acquaintances. But look, if you're a close friend, or especially if you're a family member, and you come at me sideways, and you try to say something to get under my skin, and to get a massive reaction out of me, I'm just letting you know right now that not only do I not have the tolerance for it right now, but I don't have the patience for it right now. So if I make a video, or if I make a post that upset you, or that made you, that rubbed you the wrong way, okay, well then reach out to me, and let me know. But be an adult about it. Be mature about it. Don't try and name call. Don't try and gaslight me, or hit below the belt, because I don't respond to comments like that. If it's even if you're a family member, I'm sorry, I don't give preferential treatment. I don't, I don't. It doesn't matter who it is to me at this point. If you come at me sideways like that, and you try to start a fight, you try to start an argument with me over some post that I made, or some video that I made, well, you have one of two choices. You can either ignore my posts, ignore my videos, don't watch my videos, or you can apply what I say into your life. Those are your two choices right there. There's no in between. And whichever route you decide to take, if you decide that you want to start some kind of argument with me, or some unnecessary conflict, just know that I'll either not respond, or I'm just going to ghost you altogether. I don't really believe in blocking people's numbers. I think that's a little bit too much. That's a little bit much. I think that's a little bit immature, to be honest. So I don't do that personally. But if you come at me like that, just know, I'm a peacekeeper. I don't like unnecessary blowouts, and so I'm not going to engage with you. I'm just not. I don't care if you're family or not. If you come at me like that, like somebody did with me yesterday, I'm not going to say who it is. So to whoever it may concern, I hope that you can take a hint and read between the lines. But yeah, I'm not gonna respond. And if you notice my lack of response, the best thing you can do right now is to walk away. Fuck off. Take the hint, because I'm not going to deal with it anymore. And the reason I'm not going I'm just not going to I'm not going to involve myself in it is not only because it throws me off. It's not just because it ruins my energy, but I also don't want to make the other person worse. I also I don't want to stoop down to their level and name call and try and make derogatory comments, or lash out at them because it only makes the other person worse, or it makes them feel worse, and B, I don't feel that good about it myself. I guys, believe it or not, I really I hate, even though I am a hothead and my explosions are real. I don't like lashing out at people. It doesn't make me feel good. It really, like, I feel instant regret every time every time I explode on somebody. So just know that if you're somebody that's dealing with something similar to what I've been dealing with, just know how to deal with it. And just if you're watching this, it doesn't matter if you're a stranger, if you're close to me, if you're family, just know that that's where I'm at right now. So there's no use in trying to start any kind of argument or debate with me, because I'm just not, I just can't deal with it right now personally. I already have so much on my plate as it is. I already have so many problems to deal with. So why even engage in that? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make an episode about how to deal with situations like that. So I hope you liked it, and if you have any more questions, feel free to DM me. Feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to reach out to me. If you're somebody close to me that has my number, feel free to reach out to me that way. And if you think that this would help somebody else, maybe somebody that's struggling with the same things that I'm struggling with, that you're struggling with, or maybe they struggle with it a little bit. Maybe they have a harder time dealing with it. Make sure that you share this content. You share this video. I mean the rest of my content too, but make sure that you share these videos with your loved ones if you think that this would really hit home with them. Plus, make sure that you subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless. My Instagram handle is itsmatty_ice to get more daily videos like this. And make sure that you go to my sponsor and go and support them too. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys again for another daily episode.